Welcome. It is a new day in America. We have our country back. For the last 4 years, we've been talking about how do we take back our country. The work that is necessary. The grassroots work. Go to college campuses, go to high school campuses, start high school chapters, start college chapters. Chase ballots, register voters, take back your local Republican organizations. Take back your school board, hold your school board accountable, get involved with your local church. Make sure your pastor is speaking out truth. For the last 4 years, we have been marching and marching and marching and marching towards a destination together. Almost every day I was bugging you guys throughout this last summer. What are you doing to do the work to make sure that President Trump is going to win? This audience registered tens of thousands of new voters. You chased hundreds of thousands of ballots. We were subjects in our own nation. We were, in some ways, being held captive in our beloved homeland. Basic constitutional rights like freedom of speech were being taken away from us. We were strangers in our own land. We were being held captive by an unpopular, radical oligarchy that would stop at nothing to destroy us, to silence us, and to have one-party rule, to turn America into California. And in 2020, they went for their color revolution, changing fundamental American customs and norms, taking down statues and burning businesses, making white people have to take a knee just for the color of their skin. They went for their color revolution, and they displaced President Trump from power, and they put him into exile. But they were not able to put all of you into exile, the American people. And we went to work. And yesterday was validation of all of that. I was beyond honored to be able to be in the Capitol Rotunda yesterday. I was just a couple rows away from where it was actually happening, and that was a great honor. And to have Erica, my wife, there as well was just breathtaking. Being in the Capitol Rotunda and seeing the entire story of America that is captured in art in the interior of the Capitol Rotunda. To see President Donald Trump alongside Hillary Rodham Clinton, Bill Clinton, Barack Hussein Obama, alongside George W. Bush, take the oath of office after all of them did whatever they possibly could. Let's try to have B-roll up, guys, of what's going on here. They did everything they could to destroy him. And there you see President Donald Trump triumphantly returning to the nation's capital. One word would describe President Donald Trump in the time I've spent with him this last week and seeing him on camera and seeing him give the speech yesterday. One word: ready. This man is ready. He has a stoicism to him that we have not seen in his 8 years of the presidency. He has a centeredness to him, a purpose, a clarity of thought, a complete command of the room. He knows every actor and every player. He knows their motives, their needs, their wants, their interests, their shortfalls, their advantages. He has the whole room analyzed. In 2017, he was an insurgent still trying to figure it out as he entered. His team was certainly not ready for it. But now his team is battle ready and prepared. I was honored to be able to sit alongside Stephen Miller, Sergio, James Blair, the whole White House staff that was going in there. And I'm telling you, that is a team you want to go to battle with. Susie Wiles, Taylor, they are going to war for America. Now, of course, not the war. I'm talking about metaphorical fulfilling of the mandate. And there you see on screen President Donald Trump doing everything he said he was going to do. Now, Donald Trump had every reason yesterday to do the hyper-sanitized version of D.C. politics. Sign a couple ceremonial executive orders. I'm President Trump, and I'm renaming this post office. He went for the metaphorical executive order jugular. It was shock and awe time in Washington, D.C. yesterday. President Donald Trump signed sweeping executive orders across the board, from drill baby drill, national emergency on the southern border, to everything from the type of showers that we use to gas stoves executive orders. The executive orders are abundant. And it's Liberation Day for a reason. You have never seen anything like it in this audience. You have never seen anything like this. Not only did President Trump sign these executive orders, he explained all of them in phenomenal and great detail. He had an open mic, as Will Scharf, by the way, friend of the show, who's now the staff secretary of the White House, was explaining almost a tutorial into government. President Donald Trump invited all the media in and just took open questions. President Donald Trump signed an executive order declaring birthright citizenship is limited to the children of lawful permanent residents. You want to talk about courage? A Republican president wouldn't even entertain a meeting on this topic, let alone signing an executive order on it. President Donald Trump officially pulled America out of the Paris Climate Accord. President Donald Trump pulled America out of the World Health Organization. President Donald Trump authored and authorized a temporary freeze on all non-military, non-national security federal hiring. He put a temporary hiring freeze on creating new federal regulations. He renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America and returned Denali back to Mount McKinley. He signed an executive order delaying TikTok's ban for 75 days to have a pro-America, to Americanize it and bring it back to the homeland. Make sure it's safe and secure for our children, to make sure that this platform can exist and maybe America will own half of it. He signed an executive order declaring an emergency on the southern border and designating the cartels as terrorist groups. Again, all these people talk about this. Talk. He went for it and did it. He signed an executive order immediately repealing 78 existing Biden executive orders. One of those orders revives a ban on transgender troops in the military. And by the way, General Mark Milley's portrait taken down. Also, offshore drilling back online. Ordered all federal employees to return to workplace in person. No more Zoom, Skype, fake work in the federal government. Get back in person. He signed an executive order eliminating all federal diversity programs. Boom, done. Including eliminating all federal DEI jobs. The order also mandates a review of all federal grants that went to DEI or environmental justice programs, and orders a review of federal contractors who have provided DEI training manuals to federal workers. Signed a new order removing protections from federal civil servants, so they are easy to fire and replace, especially if they hinder the administration's planned agenda. Signed an order to review all potential political weaponization or conduct within the Department of Justice, SEC, and FTC, declaring that the federal government only recognizes two sexes, male and female, and ordered the Bureau of Prisons to cease providing any funding to support for inmate sex changes or transgender therapies. And the one that is getting all the headlines, and we will cover this thoroughly with Julie Kelly, and I will give you my take, is President Donald Trump went to the highest shock and awe imaginable. He issued pardons and commutations for 1,500 January 6 participants, almost all of them with full pardons, with few receiving commutations instead, and he went for it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is only 24 hours. And there is more coming today, and there is more coming tomorrow. All of that is almost overwhelming, and the number one takeaway I have is that decline is a choice. President Donald Trump wanted an open southern border. Joe Biden wanted an open southern border. President Donald Trump wants to make sure America is secure. Joe Biden wanted inflation. Joe Biden wanted the destruction of the country. President Donald Trump in one day can reverse so much of that. We are back, everybody. Because of your hard work, your prayers, your energy, we are back. Joe Biden despises the American people. He wants the illegal over the citizen, the foreigner over the American. But now there is a new operating system. We, the people, are ascendant. We, the people, are in charge of our government. And it's only been 24 hours.